Hello, this is the Resolute Cartographer coming to you with a channel update. Let me start this by saying thank you to my Patreon subscribers who helped to make this channel possible, and thank you to the now 5,300 plus subscribers to the channel. I appreciate all of you coming by to watch the videos I create. Now an update on content to come, and bear with me because I'm going to get a bit more technical and in-depth about the channel than I usually do in these updates. I'm currently working on a lore video covering the Settlers of Foundation. More specifically, I'm working on 8 lore videos covering the Settlers of Foundation. Let me clarify that. If you follow my channel, you may have noticed that there are periods, sometimes 3 to 5 weeks in length, in which I don't launch new videos. This isn't because I'm just sitting around playing games. Alright, sometimes that's what's going on for a few days after I release a video, but most of the time, it's because the video I'm working on covers a lot of content, and it's taking a lot of time to organize my thoughts on the new material. That's why I haven't launched a new video since August 1st. I've been buried in Settlers of Foundation lore. I've done this a few times in the past, mostly when dealing with big topics like the Responders, the Brotherhood of Steel, really any organization. I've been coming to realize that this pattern of video production doesn't really make sense on multiple fronts. First of all, these videos are too long. Producing a video an hour and a half long takes weeks of research, writing, recording, and editing, and the amount of time grows non-linearly with the length of the finished product. That is to say, a 20-minute scripted video doesn't take twice as long to produce as a 10-minute scripted video. It takes probably 3 times as long, and that multiplier grows more and more as the video lengthens. This is because as the scope of the materials that have to be covered grows, I have more and more threads to weave together. I have to ensure that every character in the organization is placed properly in the narrative, or if they're an ancillary character, that they at least get a mention. In the time that I'm putting this stuff together, my channel sits practically silent aside from the weekly streams on Friday, and usually those streams are conversations on the upcoming lore video. The more weeks that pass without a lore video, the less there is to say on a topic that isn't just basically sharing the entire video before it's completed. Beyond this, when I'm covering a topic this big, there are times where I will just start working and I'll find myself staring at the information, considering the scope, and trying to figure out what to do about the information. I can end up losing an hour or two just bouncing back and forth between fragments of the topics that I'm trying to put together. Even once I overcome these issues and the video is produced and published, I've noticed that the views decrease as the length of the video increases. For example, my video covering the story of Fallout 76 in 10 minutes, which gives a broad overview of the lore, has 29,000 views. That's twice the views on my hour-long video covering the Responders, 4 times the views of my hour and 15-minute video covering the Raiders of the Crater, and 3 times the number of views compared to my hour-and-a-half-long video on the Brotherhood of Steel 1st Expeditionary Force. The quality and content of my videos is the most important part of the equation for me, but I do care about view count as well. I make these videos to be seen and enjoyed by y'all. The numbers make it clear that my longer videos aren't as inviting a prospect as my shorter videos. I know from personal experience that if I'm sitting down to watch a video on a topic and I see that that video is an hour and a half long, I'll sometimes put off watching it because I simply don't have the time at the moment to devote to watching a video that long. I watch plenty of videos of that length or longer, but usually only from channels that I've visited before. It's not common for me to feel like devoting that much time to a long video essay on a topic from a channel I've never heard of. So, in short, producing all-encompassing long-form video content might make for good videos, but it doesn't seem to be good for the channel. Lore videos are effectively the lifeblood of the channel, and all those weeks that I'm not putting out videos is time that my channel is asphyxiating. With that said, I have a dilemma. How do I continue to produce all-encompassing lore videos without letting the channel rot? I believe I have a solution: episodic content. Instead of just releasing What Happened to the Settlers of Foundation, a video stretching from the pre-war period to their founding of an ill-fated outpost on the crater next door to Foundation, I'll release the lore in 8 sections. 1 video a week for 8 weeks. This schedule means that you'll get content more often, and that I can focus on the material for just that week. If you are a fan of those long-form videos, don't worry, they're not going away. I will use those 8 scripts to create a single long-form unabridged video as well. So what in the end does this mean for lore video production? When I start a long project, I'll take 2 weeks to release the first video. The first week will be used to plan out content and create a rough outline to ensure I don't miss anything that might be lost when examining the lore in a more piecemeal fashion. I'll then release a new video every week covering 1 section of the lore. Once all sections are out, I'll combine the scripts, edit it to remove redundancies, and re-record my voiceover when necessary to produce an all-encompassing lore video. With this, my channel will have content released with more regularity and hopefully better quality as well. Okay, with Fallout lore covered, let's talk Starfield. Now, unfortunately, though I signed up for Bethesda's promotion, I was not selected for a key, so it looks like I'm going to be covering Starfield when everyone else does. That said, I intend to produce lore videos on Starfield content and find other videos to produce on that content as well. To start, I'll just stream playing the game and see what I can make for y'all once in-game. Alright, I think that'll do it. I want to again thank all of you who have watched my videos and have subscribed to the channel. Furthermore, a special thank you to my Patreon subscribers, Mesothelioma, 76 of Texas, Dark Malcontent, Real76, Dr. Orion, Samsung Smart Fridge, Night Spearhead, and Ahotep for their continued patronage. I've been considering the right time to open up memberships with YouTube, and I think the time is right. If you become a channel member, you'll get access to badges I designed with different badges depending on how long you've been a member. Along with this, I'll add your name to the credits just as I do for my patrons. I produce these videos using the funds provided from YouTube and my patrons. If you're interested in supporting me in a non-financial manner, commenting on and liking videos helps with the search results in YouTube's algorithm. And of course, sharing these videos will also help grow the viewer base as well. This has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.